Let's talk to Giorgi Margvelashvili, who was the president of Georgia from 2013 to 18. What are your thoughts? It's an extraordinary scene here, isn't it, in the capital? What do you think as you're standing between thousands of police, it seems, and thousands of your own country people here, determined to protest against this law that has now passed?
Well, I think we are standing firm on who we are and who we were. We are free people, and we are free people that claimed independence 30 years ago, and we're fighting for this independence. And now there is an attempt to take us away from our natural trajectory where we are and where we have been. So we stand here firm, we stay here calm, and we will overcome, for sure.
As you say, in 2003, the Rose Revolution here was one of the first coloured revolutions, as it was called, against Soviet domination, and you managed to throw off that Soviet yoke. And many of the people, I think, or everyone here protesting, believes that there's a danger Georgia is going to get dragged back into that Russian sphere of influence. What can you do to stop it, though? Because you have overwhelming force arrayed behind you, and the parliament seems to be controlled by the Georgian Dream Party, determined to push this law through parliament.
Well, I've been through dozens of changes in this government and in this state, and it's not up to policemen, which are actually not bad lads. I mean, some of them are good guys, but this is their job right now. But we will not let them come to violence. We will push this process peacefully and very firmly to changing of the government, just to break the spirit of this government, as we have done this with communists and with others. There is this Georgian spirit of freedom and independence, likewise in other countries, and there we are united, standing for this, standing against Russians, who are at this point the evil of the universe. You know, they are just killing children and killing women and killing people in Ukraine. They are our occupiers. We will not let them prevail.
Georgian Dream, with the governing coalition here, they insist that actually this law is to protect Georgia against outside influence, whether it's Russian or American or European.
That's a joke. That's a joke. It's just a replica of what Russians have done and how Putin tried to control his own society. We've seen this in Russia, and we will not fall under that mistake. No, we are standing here firm, calm, peaceful, and for freedom, and we will not let them prevail. We will overcome.
What kind of battle do you think you've got ahead of you now?
We've got a long battle, peaceful, which will take lots of our energy, but this will be a peaceful battle. And I see the analogy with the way the Soviet Union was collapsing 30 years ago. The Communist Party was strong with much more tougher mechanism, but firmly, steadily, standing on the moral side, destroys all the powers that are with the government. Just standing firm, standing for ideals, standing for your nation.
And yet Vladimir Putin's forces in Ukraine seem to be advancing, prevailing there, and he is now been able to use his puppets, as the government's regarded by protesters here, at least, to push this pro-Russian law, this Kremlin-inspired law, to quote the White House. He's managed to do that. So he's on the march. Is the West on the back foot? And what can the outside world do to help you in your struggle?
Stick with your ideals. Don't try to play with this sort of diplomatic stuff. Stick with the ideals, yeah? Like your ancestors stayed, like your founding fathers stayed. Stick with the ideals and come here with a message which is for these people who are for freedom and who are for the same ideals like you stood for. And stand with them, because freedom and human rights and all the values that we cherish together, those are important things. Nothing is more important than that. Georgia doesn't have oil. Georgia doesn't have diamonds. Georgia just has human capital, which is here on the streets right now. So stand with them. That's your value. That's my message to my friends and allies in West.
And your message to the British government, can they do anything to help in particular? They've been close supporters of Georgia over the years.
You are Great Britain. Be great.
Thank you very much, Giorgi. Thank you very much. Good to talk to you.